Here are Amazon SEO tips to level up your listings.
All right, so this is the brand story right here. There's a couple of keynotes. You see how much text there is right there? See how that's crawlable? That's incredibly important. Do you see how all these modules link to other products? So this increases AOV, this increases SEO links, backlinks, if you will. You need to add a product grid. You need to have as much text as you can get in there. The text outside of the images will help the product index for more keywords. This is part of our SEO phase 1. You can find more information at myamazonguy.com/SEO, and we have a free in-depth guide you can follow there. If I come back to the listing and I see 300-400 words of copy that's crawlable outside of the images like this, your sales are going to go up. The text that are inside these images at this very moment does not crawl from the algorithm. That will change in the next 1 to 2 years. I don't know when. They have a patent that says they're going to do it. They just haven't implemented it yet. We know that indexing these words helps your listing really fast. You'll see it index immediately. So if you use Helium 10 to look at your keywords, and I'm going to pull up your results right now. And inside of Helium 10, Cerebro will show you the keyword indexing. When this loads, you're going to see keyword distribution, which will show us how many keywords it indexes for and how many keywords are paid media. So right now, 58 paid, 275 organic. Yeah, so you're right, this listing's barely been up. So by day 30, I typically like to see this number to be closer to 1,000 and this number to be closer to 500. So you have a lot of opportunity to increase these and get sales both organically and through paid media. When you add that crawlable text, within about 7 days, you should see this number double. And within about 30 to 60 days, you should see it catch up to that 1,200 index keywords, give or take, based on your category and where you're at today. The slower you go or the less media you purchase, the harder SEO is to get, because the way the algorithm works is it weights sales over time. And when you first start, if you start slow, then they're going to only reward your organic slow. So you're at the cusp of your honeymoon period ending. And so if I could give you any encouragement to spend a lot of money on PPC in the next 7 to 14 days, now is the most optimal time you will ever have on the Amazon platform. So the adage, plant a tree 40 years ago, that's now this moment, honeymoon period on Amazon. Let's actually look at the brand store meta tag real quick, because I bet you don't have that one. In the left-hand drop down on the 3 ellipses in the mid left, all the way down, go a little bit to the right, out of that drop down, and then under add page, there's a 3 ellipses. There you go. And then hit edit, meta description. Let's just see what that looks like. All right, so that needs to be optimized. This is for Google SEO, which is different than Amazon SEO. So in here, you want to optimize, roughly 150, 200 characters for Google SEO. When you do keyword research for the meta description for your store, you're not going to use Helium 10 for that. You're going to use Google Keywords tools for that and the Google Keyword Planner. Depending on how complex that sounds, or when you get into that, if it's too technical when you're reviewing it, at the very least, just fill out 200 characters talking about your product. This is going to outrank your website. So keep that in mind. This is going to be number 1 when people search your brand. What do you want them to know about your brand in the first 5 seconds? Put that here. This will show up in the search results before they even click onto the store.
Does managing your business ever feel like too much? I've been there. At My Amazon Guy, we're all about taking the stress off your plate, whether it's PPC, SEO, or troubleshooting. Scan the QR code or click the link, and let's make your Amazon journey a lot smoother.